there's a big gap between what we intend and what we actually achieve. And judging something on the former is absurd. Judging Sunak on his offers of oil in the North Sea and carbon capture plants, rather than on what he's actually achieved, or what the Conservatives achieved in the last few years. This is absurd. If he's looking for an election strategy, he needs to work out what he can deliver, not what he can promise. After 13 years, no one's going to believe any promises. It's the same thing with Sadiq Khan and his ULEZ project. What does it actually deliver? Well, I think it delivers quite a lot. I think it's quite a positive project. But if it traps people in their homes, and if it traps people in a way they can't get to work, then it's not working. You need to be able to put out the infrastructure to support your plans. The infrastructure for ULEZ is proper London transport, which doesn't exist at the moment. We need to make sure that there are another 6,000 taxi companies. We need to make sure the buses run on time. We need to make sure the trains are actually functioning. With that, then we could perhaps wheel out a functioning and a coherent ULEZ program and an LTN program, and improve the quality of air around London, and then wheel that out more progressively around the country. The same thing with education. There's no point in having people coming into the schools Ofsted and measuring the amount of reporting that school teachers do if the result in the schools is below par. The schools need to be delivering what they're offering. It's and that means making sure that the environment in a school is a happy and productive environment. The same thing with a university. With a university, you can't take money from somebody, offer them a degree, make them work for 3 years. 1 year, you make them work on the computer rather than in practice, but you still charge them the same fees, and you might even charge them accommodation fees if you possibly can. People have done, and they've paid them. And then when it comes down to the actual degree, you deny it to them because there's a strike. Well, that strike is between the university and the people that it's employing on incredibly bad terms. The university is the one that awards the degree, so it should award the degree, and it should have taken care to make sure there was a progressive measurement of what the student has been doing over the 3 years. And if there is, well, the degree is obvious. Most universities already have that system in place. So the degree, the final exam is a done deal. The students already know what degree they're going to get by the time they walk into the exam. And because of continual assessment. So the universities are wrong. Again, it's all about platitudinous promises and not delivering when it comes down to it. Same thing with the NHS. Platitudinous promises. Oh, the NHS is so wonderful. Well, not if you're dying and you're not being seen and the ambulance is taking 4 or 5 hours to arrive. Not if your surgery has been botched because the NHS trust didn't listen to the other hospital or didn't actually consult the other hospital. And you've got to go back into hospital to correct the surgery that was botched. Now, I'm speaking from personal experience, by the way, twice. And, it's all about promises, and not about delivery. We have to judge people by their outcomes, not by their intentions. By the result, not by the promise, by the fact, not by the propaganda.